An ancient witch with eyes aglow, cast on every guy. The song begins, the spell is set, it's your turn to try. The sexy witch is a fucking work of art. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she is ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, your knees have gone numb. The sexy witch, if you look, you're done for. The sexy witch. Before the spell is done, she's in your lap. You don't know what happened. She wants you, and your heart is hers. You better get to tapping. Your pants are off. You hear her laugh. Oh wait, I guess I'm rapping. This sexy witch is pure wizardry. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she is ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, your knees have gone numb. The sexy witch, you look, you're done for. The sexy witch. She pulls your soul in with a grin. The air is thin, it draws you in. She takes control, it's mystical. Your hand is full of something small. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she is ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, your knees have gone numb. The sexy witch, if you look, you're done for. The sexy witch. Every time we roll initiative, he grins like it's a feast. Doesn't check for danger, he just points and blasts at least. No talk, no plan, no subtle charm. Just green crackling death from his outstretched arm. The light goes green, the dwarf drops his ale. The tiefling hides behind her tail. But our warlock's got no chill or leash. She just screams, Eldritch Blast, bitch! Eldritch Blast, everything, even if it waves, even if it heals or offers save. He sees a leaf, it's now a crater. The feeling's dog, see you later. It's not a spell, it's an obsession, and subtleties of past life confession. He tried chill touch once, said it was mid, swore X was fine, but it doesn't hit big. Now he's married to this one green ray and says fireballs for wizards who foreplay. Eldritch Blast, everything, no regrets. Flirts with danger, wins the bets. One trick pony, maybe so, but that trick's got 4 beams in a row. You want style, you want flash, he'll just yell bitch and watch things crash.
eyes, the lick is mad, but she looks great in a body bag. Romance is strange when one's not alive, but love like this just won't die. I love you to death and back again. Even if your skull fell off mid-spin, you growl, you bite, you fall apart. But girl, you still raise my heart. They all scream bro, she's a threat, but I say that's just Juliet. Now we picnic in the graveyard shade with skeleton string quartets she made. They say love stinks, but they don't know how cute she is when she tries to murder the hero. Walked in with a snarl and hips that swayed. Said you look like someone who could get me tamed. I played a tune, she bit my string, and next thing I know, I can't feel a thing. She said, I'm a handful, just so you know. I winked, said, darling, put on a show. She sparked and dragged me up the stairs. The tavern wall still whispered prayers. I slept with a werewolf, sweet saloon above. Now I limp and whimper at the mention of love. She held my name till a glowing blade. Holy smites and shiny parades. Then I sinned a bit and sinned some more. Now I live in a crypt with a skull decor. The gods of death said serve us proud. Now I chase skeletons that scream too loud. I thought I'd lead with fear and doom, but I mostly yell, put that ball back in his tomb. Undead minions, undead stress. I fell from grace, didn't ask for this mess. Zombies snore, my weights throw hands. Skeletons twerk to hardcore bands. The leeches mock me. The ghouls are dying, and my undead horse keeps farting fire. I tried to conquer Baldur's Gate, but my minions stopped to argue undead tax rates. I summoned 54, a siege so tight, half wandered off to start a karaoke night. Undead minions, no respect, would just replace my sword with the wooden sex. I scream and talk, they dance instead, and one gave the cleric my severed head. No mortal foes can break my soul, but these undead sharks eat my dinner. So hear my tale, you're brave and bold. Falling from grace, it's mostly mold. Don't chase power with an evil grin, 'cause leading the dead's like herding drunk skeletons in. Undead minions, no respect, would just replace my sword with the wooden sex. Undead minions, undead stress. I fell from grace, didn't ask for this mess. Undead minions, no respect. They steal my ill and scream like my house.
The void blade tried to speak, its voice like a banshee shriek. It said I love you or maybe doom. Tavern turned into a cursed tomb. Black ichor dripped from the walls. Barmaid screamed, the void blade calls. A tankard shattered, a chair combusted. Aloe and sour trust was busted. Oh, void blade, what did you say? Did you curse the night or ruin the day? Tried to love, but you brought decay. Oh, void blade, stay away. The bard tried to write a tune, but the note summoned a blackened moon. Dice rolled ones, the table cracked. The rogue's gold turned to writhing rats. The wizard wept, his spells reversed. The paladin's blessing became a curse. The cleric fainted, the druid went fled. All because of what the void blade said. Oh, void blade, what did you say? Did you curse the night or ruin the day? Tried to love, dungeon delight. Never flirt with a door that's glowing at night. If it jiggles or squirms, just back up and pray. But if you're like me, you'll do it anyway.
Ho, 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 ho! She crawled from shadows, legs all late, fangs that glisten, eyes of hate. Accursed it drove from Lolth's dark throne, but somehow she walked in topless alone. I was trained for danger, charm, and fight, but not majestic spider boobs in moonlight. Eyes up here, Bard, she said with a glare, but I swear I didn't know which pair she wove. A trap, I lost my loot, couldn't dodge webs or a single hoot. Eyes up here, Bard, she's death with style, and I've been staring for a solid mile. She said, why do men always stare? I said, because you forgot something to wear. She spun her web with a little pout, and now I'm tied up, feelings and out. She grabbed my neck, said, try to stay set. I said, that's fine, while I make eye contact with the tats. Eyes up here, Bard, she hisses even more, but I'm hexed by the jiggle, doomed by the knockers. I tried to cast, I tried to play, but I dropped my loot and my will to slay. Eyes up here, Bard, she's art and wrath, and I die again just to walk her path. They warned me, don't flirt in the Underdark, but I thought I could handle a spider with spark. Now I'm webbed in a hammock, topless above, and it's unclear if this is death or life. Eyes up here, Bard, she moves with pride as she drags me deeper. For her pride they'll sing a song of the bard who fell to a topless strider from spider hell. Eyes up here, Bard, my tale's been spun, and I regret nothing, not even one. He was tearing through goblins with axe in the sun, rage in his heart and his shirt there was none. Cleric said, bro, you stack like a wall. So he started to flex and gold starts to fall. No spells, no skills, just stabs on display. He poses once a day and the nobles all pay. His followers scream, we crave the berserk. He just grunts and flex, that's premium work. Here's the barbarian's only fan, breaking hearts with the flex of his hand. No armor, just oiled up packs, charging coin for those perky checks. He doesn't read
his axe is retired, but his body's employed. He flexes for peace, and the world's overjoyed. So next time you see him with muscles so grand, just bow to the legend, they call him Rage Brand!
Gather round the table, adventurers all. The snacks are set, the dice will fall. The DM sighs, it's time once more to wrangle misfits through dungeon doors. First came the rules, lawyer bold, quoting page numbers like ancient scrolls. Next the murder hobo with a grin. Hi, I stab the innkeeper, let's begin. The method actor voice so grand wrote their backstory in Elvish by hand. The power gamer flexed and smirked with a broken build they proudly worked. They all sat down with sheets in hand in a world of magic, beast and sand. But little did the DM know this party brings more chaos than flow. Roll call, who brought the drama, who wrecks the hall? Roll call, someone just kissed a demon and set fire to the mall. From goblin caves to dragon lairs, no plan survives this group of players. The edgelord broods with glowing eyes. My family died all 17 times. And Maxer's stats were off the chart. Dumped wisdom and charisma, but maxed out smart. The K-eyed stupid licked a trap. Now the whole dungeon's filled with sap. The chameleon cracked another pun. The dragon's stunned, but so is everyone. Lore buff raised a lore debate. Actually, that's a lesser fiend, not a wigged mate. Quiet genius rolled a sneak. One nat 20 BBEGs now weak. They march along in crooked line. Their plans go boom about half the time. But when it clicks and teamwork flows, they might just barely beat their foes. Roll call, whose eldritch blast just wrecked the wall? Roll call, who brought a goose and named it Maul? From tavern brawls to plains unknown, this party makes pure chaos home. The romance seeker winked and tried to seduce a banshee. Yes, she cried. Loot goblin looted every chest. Got cursed 3 times and still obsessed. Support main cast heals with grace. Then got left behind in a mimic's place. The absentee showed up mid-fight. Wait, what's going on? Why is it night? Right! Tactical warlord drew his plan. Flank on 3 and don't split the clan. Wild magic addict rolled that die. Turn the party into frogs mid-fight. Craftmaster brought terrain to match a 3D printed liction, a trapdoor hatch. Copycat played what Reddit said, but summoned a duck army instead. DM's favorite had plot armor thick, pulled a magic sword from a rock too quick. Everyone groaned but let it slide, 'cause they brought snacks and beer beside. Roll call, we laugh, we fight, we sometimes crawl. Roll call, no one's sane, but we've had a ball. From natural ones to glorious crits, this party's full of glorious misfits. And thus ends the tale of brave souls and fools who somehow saved the world by accident.
I No quest, no second chance, just crispy nights in melted pants. But now you kids come through my lair with loots and jokes and friendship flair. No fear, no screams, just let's all grow. And some bard who sings with a puppet show. Back in my day we hoarded gold, now found ourselves in dungeon mold. We roasted heroes, ate their steeds, now I get hugs and therapy beats. Where's the rage, the doom, the screams? You brought emotions and shared dreams. You say trauma, I say Tuesday. You want peace, I want souffle. They used to run, now they bring tea and ask if I need space to just be me. Back in my day we caused despair, now Publix hugs and dragon care. I miss the flames, the almond crunch, now I'm doing brunch with a druid lunch. I'm not your mentor, not your friend, I want a paladin I can crisp again. So take your bard and take your song. This dragon's tired of playing along. If I hear group hug one more time, I'll snap, I swear, and burn your rhyme. Back in my day we hoarded gold, now found ourselves in dungeon mold. We roasted heroes, ate their steeds, now I get hugs and therapy beads. Where's the rage, the doom, the screams? You brought emotions and shared dreams. You say trauma, I say Tuesday. You want peace, I want souffle. They used to run, now they bring tea and ask if I need space to just be me. Back in my day we caused despair, now Papa's hugs and dragon care. I miss the flames, the armored crunch, now I'm doing brunch with a druid lunch. I'm not your mentor, not your friend, I want a paladin I can crisp again. So take my
A figure made of perfect charm, waltzed in from the outside. An ancient witch with eyes aglow, cast on every guy. The song begins, the spell is set, it's your turn to try. The sexy witch is a fucking work of art. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she is ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, your knees have gone numb. The sexy witch, if you look, you're done for. The sexy witch. Before the spell is done, she's in your lap. You don't know what happened. She wants you, and your heart is hers. You better get to tapping. Your pants are off. You hear her laugh. Oh wait, I guess I'm rapping. This sexy witch is pure wizardry. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she is ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, She pulls your soul in with a grin. The air is thin, it draws you in. She takes control, it's mystical. Your hand is full of something small. The sexy witch, she knows what she's doing. The sexy witch, your heart she's ruined. The sexy witch, your lady's like, who is she? The sexy witch, the sexy witch. Oh no, here she comes. The sexy witch, your knees have gone numb. The sexy witch, if you look, you're done for. The sexy witch. Every time we roll initiative, he grins like it's a feast. Doesn't check for danger, he just points and blasts at least. No talk, no plan, no subtle charm. Just green crackling death from his outstretched arm. The light goes green, the dwarf drops his ale. The tiefling hides behind her tail. But our warlock's got no chill or leash. She just screams, Eldritch Blast, bitch! Eldritch Blast, everything, even if it waves, even if it heals or offers save. He sees a leaf, it's now a crater. The feeling's dog, see you later. It's not a spell, it's an obsession, and subtleties of past life confession. He tried chill touch once, said it was mid, swore X was fine, but it doesn't hit big. Now he's married to this one green ray and says fireballs for wizards who foreplay. Eldritch Blast, everything, no regrets. Flirts with danger, wins the bets. One trick pony, maybe so, but that trick's got 4 beams in a row. You want style, you want flash, he'll just yell bitch and watch things crash. Eldritch Blast, everything, even if it waves, even if it heals or offers save. He sees a leaf, it's now a crater. The villain's dog, see you later. It's not a spell, it's an obsession, and subtleties of past life confession. So if you see him flex his hand and mutter in infernal slang so bland, duck or run or fake your death, 'cause he's about to shout with his dying
We broke up last spring, I swore it was done, but then I got lonely and found a tombstone. She looks surprised, but I brought her snacks and some ribbon to hold her jaw back. She groaned, not again, I said just one more time. The cleric screamed, that's necro-crime. But love is messy and full of rot. Besides, her left boob still kinda hot. I love you to death, and then some more. Even if you drop limbs on the floor. Sure, your breath smells like a grave, but hey, at least you mostly behave. They say let go, I say not yet. Fifth resurrection, no regrets. Her ghost just sighs, the lick is mad, but she looks great in a body bag. Romance is strange when one's not alive, but love like this just won't die. I love you to death and back again. Even if your skull fell off mid-spin, you growl, you bite, you fall apart. But girl, you still raise my heart. They all scream bro, she's a threat, but I say that's just Juliet. Now we picnic in the graveyard shade with skeleton string quartets she made. They say love stinks, but they don't know how cute she is when she tries to murder the hero. She walked in with a snarl and hips that swayed. Said you look like someone who could get me tamed. I played a tune, she bit my string, and next thing I know, I can't feel a thing. She said, I'm a handful, just so you know. I winked, said, darling, put on a show. She sparked and dragged me up the stairs. The tavern walls still whisper prayers. I slept with a werewolf, sweet saloon above. Now I limp and whimper at the mention of love. She howled my name till the roof caved in, and I may never sit upright again.
We were level two, the goblin smiled. Then the rogue got crit and died in style. The wizard tripped on prestidigitation. The monk missed 5 attacks, pure frustration.
We argued fucking for an hour straight. The DM said screw it, we roll fate. I asked, can I trip this gelatinous cube? He said that's not in the rules, you knew.
But then the paladin raised a scroll, said there's another game that's got control. PF2E fixes this with 3 actions, math and bliss. Balance fights and monster smart. Critical rules that don't fall apart. You want tactics, here's a list. PF2E fixes this.
PF2E fixes that.
The ranger missed with every bow. The bard seduced a mimic, no. The cleric punched a ghost in vain, then healed a door. We leveled up and broke the game. The barbarian turned into a train. The rules were fluid, the plot was cracked. The DM snapped and took it back. But then a player with a smug old grin dropped a hardcover and chimed in. PF2E fixes this. Weak trees deeper than the abyss. Monster scale and spells behave. Even bards don't break the game. Your hit chance now won't miss. PF2E fixes this.
PF2E fixes this.
It ain't perfect, we all agree, but it's crunchy like a mimic's tea. No wild surges, no crit mishaps, just structured joy and fewer slaps.
So if your party's dying dumb and you've homebrewed roll of thumb, there's a game that hits precise.
But you'll still roll nat ones twice. PF2 fixes this. Even when you cast Eldritch Kiss, your rules lawyer can finally rest, and the wizard isn't just a pest. So next time D&D throws a twist, say it loud. PF2 fixes this. In the dungeon, the floor was too clean. No traps, no skeletons, not even a scream. The rogue said, finally, something's gone right. Then tripped on goo and vanished from sight.
The wizard yelled, don't touch the slime.
The fighter was stuck by initiative time.
The cleric blessed the whole damn wall.
While the cube just jiggled and ate poor Mo. I licked the cube and I regret it. I thought it was jelly, don't forget it. Transparent doom, a squishy tomb. It vacuumed our bard and stole his flute. I licked the cube, it licked me back. The rogue's still floating inside like a snack. So next time you're in dungeon halls,
Don't trust the walls.
the barbarian screamed and charged and wild.
Came out back like a melted
The
child.
druid wild shaped into a bear.
It screamed, why is it in my
It
hair?
rolled right over the wizard's scroll.
Now all our maps look like toilet bowls.
And the sorcerer cast a magic blast.
But it just burped and slimed and fast.
I licked the cube and I regret it. My shoes are gone, I won't forget it. That ooze don't care, it just absorbs. Our quest log's gone, in other words. I licked the cube, I saw my fate through a floating half-digested plate. So next time, traps don't look so tall.
Just punch the walls.
It eats, it slides, it squeaks, it hums, it digests wands and chewing gum.
It's silent, slow, and full of teeth. And now it's wearing my character shit.
I licked the cube and I regret it. The tavern won't even let me bet it. We lost our loot, our pride, our mage to a walking blob in a dinner stage. I licked the cube, it winked, I swear, with the rogue still doing jazz hands in there. So next time you dungeon crawl,
Oh, don't trust the walls.
Fried up a cobalt turned kinda green. The wizard asked, is that tale safe? The cleric prayed, then lost her faith. We don't got stew, we got stupidity. Slicing, dicing, cursed cuisine. Slay it, then saute it. If it breathes, we fillet it. From trolls to slimes, we're making meals with just a torch and rose got feels. The goblin chef says trust the pen. We're eating monsters, that's the plan. That's a lower. Cooked cube into a jelly pie. It wobbled once, then tried to bite. The elf made essence of dire bear mist. The barbarian growled, where's the meat in this? The Araco cried, chase the Hurgen, who screamed, I'm not food, put me down. Slay it, then saute it, boil it, broil it, fillet it. A displacer beast, that's rare delight. Just don't ask why your plate might bite. Even the mimic got served tonight, though the plate itself was also a fight. Also a fight. The ranger's jerky's made from bugbear lung. The bard said tastes like victory and dung. Still we feast and still we fry till the dungeon's empty. Monster dry. Slay it, then saute it. Our gods may not obey it, but deep in dungeon chefs are born with empty packs and rations gone. So grab a fork, ignore the slime, and eat that ooze one bite at a Beneath the stones it stirs, a choir without face. The false hydra sings and it rewrites this place. Her smile is gone, her laughter turned to mist. A name erased by jaws that should not exist. Where did Jenny go? The false hydra knows. Its song devours memory until nothing shows. Her name falls from my mind like whispers drown below. Tell me, where did Jenny go? The tavern stands half full, yet all the chairs are packed. But one is missing, still alive, the song attacked. The townsfolk smile, but none recall her hand. The false hydra feasts where silence takes its stand. Where did Jenny go? The false hydra knows. Its song devours memory until nothing shows. Her name falls from my mind like whispers drown below. Tell me, where did Jenny go? Its many mouths keep singing, but none of them are seen. It feeds on all our knowing, a hunger cold obscene. Where did Jenny We strolled into the silver mug. The rogue was drunk, the wizard smug. At the door stood a tall old bloke, eyes like stars and divine cloak.
The fighter said, yo, you bouncing here?
He just blinked and sipped his beer. So I, the bard with flair and grin,
Tossed him a coin and said, let us in.
Bahamut, oh no, that was Bahamut, the platinum dragon in a tavern cut. I thought he was stabbed, just watching the floor, not the god of justice outside the door. Now my loot's on fire and my soul feels odd, because I tried to tip the dragon god. The cleric fainted, the paladin knelt, the sorcerer asked how smiting felt. He rose in light with silver wings.
Said you mortals do the strangest thing. He didn't smite, just raised a brow, but all our beers turned holy now. The rogue asked,
Still taking tips.
the dragon sighed and pursed his lips.
Bahamut, great gods, that was Bahamut, the radiant judge of all moral guts. We offered him ale, we offered our seats. He blessed the chairs, then burned our receipts. Now the tavern sings, the tables on. By the time we tip the dragon god. Now every time we enter a bar, we check for glows and divine scar. If someone's tall and oddly grand, we don't high five, we shake their Bahamut, forgive our mortal fraud. We mistook your grace for a tavern squad. May your wings stay vast, your judgment's fair. We'll tip our hats, not coin with care. And if you sit near a flagon broad, we'll never again tip the dragon By the will of the sky and the woods, I pronounce thee to be wed. Said the priest to the tree, a big spruce with thick green foliage. The crowd looked on in disbelief. This man was to marry a tree. I love you, my sweet tree. You're the one for me. Come love me, baby. Let's be married. I tune my lute, crack my grin wide. An ogre stepped forward, eyes full of pride. Then I said, shut up, you look like someone who drops common loot, and not even a fun one. Your mother, I rolled investigation last night. Found only bones and disappointment in plain sight. You're not even worth the XP I'll pass. I wouldn't waste a cantrip on your sorry ass. I don't need a blade, no spell components to list. Just a vicious grin and words with a twist. Is that your face or did your neck throw up? Your style is tragic like a cursed teacup. Vicious mockery, I cast roast. I deal in trauma, not in boast. Every verse a dagger sharp. Every rhyme hits like a dart. You're not a villain, you're just filler. Even a goblin would be a better killer. So take your damage, hold your pride. I'll be singing while you run and hide. So take that psychic, eat this rhyme, and try not to cry this time. Yeah, 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 yeah. This time. You're not even a side quest, more like a bug. The DM passed you out and gave the table a shrug. You make the monsters we fight feel bad, even the lich asked if you're just sad. You swing a long sword like a butter knife. Your charisma hits worse than real life. You bring despair to every turn, but from your screw-ups we all learn. Vicious mockery, my voice cuts deep. You're the one reason bards don't lose sleep. I bet you take psychic damage from a mirror. You flinch at your reflection, it couldn't be clearer. Your initiative roll was a solid 3. It's the only impressive thing about your personality. Hey, hey! Vicious mockery, I cast roast. Your intelligence check is a haunted ghost. The Tarask is not a drink, my guy, and even the gelatinous cube said bye. So here's a scroll, signed and burned, from a bard whose words have learned. So when I strum, you better brace, cause I just crit hit your whole damn face. You're the villain from the tutorial zone. Get beat by teens on their first iPhone. Even an ooze has structure and wit. You've got less purpose than a mimic spit. I've seen uglier things, but they had hit points, CR ratings and cooler joints. You're so cursed by the dice got spikes. You roll natural ones just out of fright. You're the reason the DM nerfs are fun. You fumble so hard you broke the sun. If your brain exploded, it wouldn't move your hair. You're like a mimic, all teeth, nothing there. Even kobolds push you into mud. You're the only one who crits and draws blood from the stud. You're the reason the DM cancels the session. You drink fun like a cleric with no profession. I've seen goblin stools with better awareness, and they don't roll dice with such careless unfairness. You cast suggestion, try go home and cry. Your initiative score is the only thing I won't lie. It was a 3, and that's generous too. Your presence alone makes NPCs boo. Vicious mockery, final blow. You're more useful dead with gear to show. You're what happens when bad rolls breed, and your spell slots will never need. So save that face, hide your shame. Even your shadow dodged your name. No need for swords, no need for flame. This tongue does damage, and you're to blame. And you're to blame.
Decorated with fun stickers, removed some bones, swept out the critters. I lit a candle for the scent, but still they scream and get all bent. The last part said you need a therapist, before he vanished in my twist. I tried to burp his mandolin, but I ate that too, oops again.
I practice high, not roar, I bite. But
touching me, I'm lonely. I'm not a trap, I'm family. Please stop swinging your sword. It's rude to stab a mimic, surely. I'm more than fangs and sticky goo. I've got a heart, it beats for you. But when you lose me, we both know it's dinner time and down you go. Please, just one friend. Not again. Not again. Stop touching me, I'm lonely. I'm more than teeth and mimicry. Let's play a game, not RPG, where you survive more than round 3. I need a pal, not party meat. A friend who hugs and doesn't cheat. But till that day I sit and wait inside this room behind the gate.
We gather close in the chamber's glow. The wizard said, I'll finish this foe. He traced the sigil, raised his hand. No turning back was his demand. We heard the roar, the walls did shake. Then realized we made a huge mistake.
10 dicks, 6 to the face.
And not a soul safe.
We aim for evil.
We hit our base.
Flames in the corner.
Screams in the hall. Wizard, you did this. You burned us all. The rogue was cooking behind the wall. The cleric prayed, oh gods, help us all. The fighter ducked but caught a spark. Now he glows faintly in the dark. Magic went wild, no control. The fireball devoured our very soul.
10 dicks, 6 to the face. What a catastrophic
We
waste.
thought we'd slay, but we erased.
Tomes in armor.
Loot in the dust, another well that went too far. Moment to trust. Next time we'll whisper, maybe don't cast big. But when you're a wizard, you crave that gig. So here we lie, scarred and singed with scorched pride and dreams. Unhinged.
10 6 to the face. Hey, 10 dicks, 6 to the face. The lessons we're crass. Don't cast spells in tight little masks.
We lost our gear, our health, our grace.
Throw the fireball.
Straight to our face.
I pulled my lute and gave a wink. The goblin laughed. He didn't think that one dumb chord and a rhyming shout would
Make the fighter knock his brains right out.
the wizard danced to my dumb beat. The rogue slid through with perfect feet. The cleric's mace began to glow. I strummed again. They stole the show.
I strung, you smashed that ogre, turned to ash. My notes were flat, my rhythm whack.
But somehow you still broke his back.
With nothing but a kazoo tune, you wiped the room by afternoon. immortal delight and suplexed it into the night.
The DM Blink said, "What the hell?" as I played chords that didn't gel.
The dice were kind, the rolls were high.
That's bardic magic, don't ask why.
I strung you, smashed the lich, got pancake thrashed. My lyrics sucked, my rhymes were cursed.
Yet somehow you reversed the hearse.
One power chord, a sudden blast, and now the loot is ours at last.
You call it chaos, I call it style. I charm with tunes and win with gall. You fight with swords, I fight with flair. A fart solo, drop the owlbear.
Why strung you, smashed the whole damn dungeon, crashed with every note that made no sense.
You gained a magical effect.
So when the goblins start to hiss, just shout.
The bard's got this.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Swinging a torch like a maniac, heard the roar of a dragon, lost his mind and his wagon. I never thought it would end like this. He hit a critical. That's incredible. That's the cleric man. Good old Merrick man. With the torch, no less. Amazing. It was critical. That's incredible. Oh, the bard is done. Cat got his tongue. Can't believe this love. It's crazy. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All in the party saw it happen, and they all started clapping. Bard was stunned, started rapping. Never thought I'd see him like this. He hit a critical. That's incredible. That's the cleric man. Good old Merrick man. With the torch, no less. Amazing. It was critical. That's incredible. Oh, the bard is done. Cat got his tongue. Can't believe this love. It's crazy. Da 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 da. It was critical. It was critical. It was critical. In the tavern's glow, I hatched my plan. A cloak, some rope, and the courage of a man. The Cyclops roared in the valley below, but I'd sail the sky, let the hot winds blow. Patch by patch, I stitched my dream. Steam from the fire made the fabric gleam. Alil in my veins and the wind at my back. Tonight I'd launch my airborne attack. Up in my ragged balloon, through the clouds past the silver moon. One good swing and I'll change the tale. Smack that brute and watch him wail. The fire roared, the cloak took flight. Lantern swayed in the dark of night. I swung down lets the daylight in. Up